I'm just any other Christian guy from London, and I was born into a family where finances were a big struggle, and there were times where we'd have to rely on a miracle just to have food for the evening. But now, by God's grace, I run my own coaching business, and I've helped several people to secure an online income, making double what they make, triple what they make at their 9 to 5 in half the hours. This is the part where you roll your eyes and you think, I've heard all of this before, but my situation hasn't changed. So if you think you don't have time, maybe you work full time and you're occupied. Now, every single person that I work with is working full time or part time and is in education as well. And yet they've been able to build a structure, working with me one to one, that they can implement on a daily basis, a routine, a schedule that works around what they do and doesn't interrupt their work. Maybe you don't want to idolize money, you don't want to idolize wealth, you want to stay close to God in this whole journey of entrepreneurship. Now, everything I personally teach my students is based on biblical principles. Whether you're a Christian, atheist, Muslim, if you're my student, you're going to learn biblical principles. Why? Because they work, number one, and number two is the source of all truth. Look at Joshua 1:8. It says, meditate on this law day and night, and let it not depart from your mouth. That way you shall make your way prosperous. That means there's an area where things are variable. You can choose what you do for your career, for your business, the decisions that you make. And yet it will be prosperous because you've applied the principles of God. You have the principles of God in your heart, and that's what you're moving by. So take that into consideration. You've probably seen all these course sellers come up with Lambos and Rolexes and show you these nice holidays, etc. So you're thinking, why should I even invest in something like that? How can I guarantee that it's going to work for me? Number one, nothing's really going to guarantee that it works for you. Look at university. People pay thousands and thousands of pounds out of their own pocket, or they even take loans and then they build up debt to pay university, and they don't even guarantee that you will land a job, that you will land a 50k a year job, 100k a year job. There's no guarantee that you will even get a diploma. It's all dependent on your performance, yet you're willing to pay those people thousands of pounds and go into debt to pay them. So then when it comes to developing a skill of yours that could help you to build an online income, for example, why do you expect there to be a guarantee, a 100% chance that it works, when I'd say probably 70% of it depends on your personal work ethic? With me, I've implemented this thing called speed plus simplicity equals success. You can see this in Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. Write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it may run. Speed plus simplicity equals success. There's so much information now everywhere, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. How many times have you heard something valuable and you haven't applied it? And that's why you have the result that you currently have. Now, another thing that determines your results is this principle that you can find in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. God told Adam, be fruitful, do multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it, and have dominion. Therefore, in order to have the things that you desire, you must first do the right things consistently. And in order to do the right things consistently, you must first become that identity. So think right now, what does the future version of yourself, the person you want to become in 3 to 5 years time, the person that's making 10, 15, 20k a month, what does that person do on a day-to-day basis? What do they say? How do they act? How do they behave? How do they respond to pressure? When they wake up, what do they do first? Do they pray? Do they study the word? Do they work out? You need to start doing their behaviors. So I want you right now to go into the notes on your phone. Pause this video, go into the notes on your phone, and then write down every single habit, behavior, response, characteristic that the future version of yourself has that you want to be. Whether it's confidence, how are they confident? What is their posture? How do they speak? How do they communicate? Write down exactly what that person does on a day-to-day basis and then implement that. Even put it in your routine. Do what they do on a daily basis, and I'm telling you, you will see success. Now, what if you don't have any sales experience, you've never done appointment setting before? Appointment setting is an entry-level role. All you need to be able to do is communicate, hold a natural conversation, and work ethic. Those are the two things you require. So if you're a hard worker, you know how to hold a conversation, you could probably do appointment setting with a few repetitions. It's literally like building a muscle. If you want to learn the skill of appointment setting or any other skill, you learn it through repetition. One thing I hear a lot from people who want to learn an online skill and make money online is that they don't have the money to invest into learning the skill. Now, here's a perspective shift. You don't have the money because you don't have a skill that can solve other people's problems. Because once you have that skill, you can start charging for it. And the way to acquire those skills usually requires an investment. I remember when I first invested into a mentorship, I couldn't afford it at all. My parents had no job. I was in secondary school. And what I did is I sold all of my clothes on Depop and on eBay. I sold some Oreo Jordan 4s. I sold my tech fleece. I sold some other hoodies that I had. And I made enough to buy this trading mentorship that I wanted badly because I genuinely believed that it could help me out. Now that trading mentorship was the thing that involved me in this whole info business space, selling information online. And then that gave me the confidence that I needed in terms of gathering leads online. I was posting on TikTok, in terms of closing people, in terms of appointment setting. That's where I first started setting appointments. Fast forward a year and a half, I've connected with so many different people just from that one step. And I'm now teaching people how to appointment set. I'm helping different people. I'm changing lives. And that's all because I took that one step. I made that sacrifice. Another sacrifice you need to make is your time and your efforts. If you don't have that, then you can't expect anything from life in general, not just this online making money space. So here's the 3 pillars to making 4 to 6K a month from appointment setting that you can do right now. Number 1, be the person first. Clarify who you want to become. So as I said earlier, write down exactly who you want to become, what he does, the characteristics of that person, the behaviors, how do they respond to pressure, what do they do when they wake up in the morning, what does their routine look like, and start doing those things now. Make them a structured part of your day and do them on a consistent basis, even if you're not fully clear on what you should be doing in terms of developing skill, etc. And you will see your life change completely. An example could be if you see yourself someone who knows the Bible really well, who is deep in prayer, then you want to wake up and start your mornings with prayer because that's who you want to become, right? If down the line you see yourself making 15, 20, 100K a month, you need to start practicing their habits. So what skills do they develop through the day? What is it that they're doing? Who are they speaking to? Who are they around? All of those things need to be incorporated into your life now. Number 2 is profile optimization. You're going to be reaching out to coaches, consultants, agencies, so that you can land a role in their sales team as an appointment setter. Now, before you do this, you need to optimize your profile so that you're not like everyone else who's messaging them, but you can stand out within the crowd and they could actually reach back out to you to help you land a role. So these are things like having a clear profile picture, not a random person. Let it be you. Let it be close up. Let them see your face. Number 2, have appointment setting in your bio. Number 3, if you have any sales experience or results from before, booking appointments or closing anything, then put that in your highlights. Post them as a story, put that in your highlights. If you've been trained by anyone, an appointment setting coach, a sales coach, have that in your bio, trained by, and then their Instagram that builds credibility, right? Another thing is £11 a month. You can get a Meta verified subscription, right? You get the verified tick that helps you stand out between lots of people. Another thing is posting. If you're not posting at all, have at least 2 or 3 nice, high quality pictures, right? Even if you go out to a dinner, post a story, put that on your highlight. It makes sure that the person who sees you believes that you're a real person, you're credible, you're not just a bot, you're not some AI messaging them. I'll put the rest of the tips in the description. You can go ahead and implement that on your profile if you want to start landing an appointment setting role. Number 3 is outreach. So you want to start messaging at least 50 agency owners a day on IG. So you want to just search any of those keywords into the search bar, coach, consultant, and you want to start messaging them. Now, lots of people are messaging these guys on a daily basis. So what you want to do is stand out of the crowd. The way to do that is you can send a voice note, you can record a personalized message in terms of a personalized video for each person. Literally pick up your phone for 20 seconds, share about yourself, share the experiences you have. Now you want to stand out from the rest of the people, and the way to do that is by making it personalized. Reply to a story, send them a post, send them a compliment, right? Send them a voice note. Be straightforward, be clear, be direct. Also share a bit about your personality, your experience, if you have sales experience, or anything that's transferable. So anything that has built discipline in your life, structure, consistency, work ethic, mention that, right? Within this video, you want to tell them you're applying for an appointment setting role and to see if they have any spaces available for that. Now, if you do those 3 things, so you want to do 50 of those outreaches every single day for at least 2 weeks. And if you do that, I'm telling you, you're going to have at least 5 to 10 people who are business owners and ready to take you on as an appointment setter, or at least take you in for an interview. So do with that what you will. If you implement that, I'm telling you, you will see a result. If you want one-to-one access to my mentorship, helping you to land a role as an appointment setter, training you, etc., then just book with the link in the description. And I'm more than happy to even write out a game plan for you, what you could do over the next 60 to 90 days to actually land a role as an appointment setter, especially if you're working, because down the line it could actually replace your 9 to 5, give you that freedom that you're looking for in less hours, 2 to 3 times the pay. I appreciate you watching this video. God bless you and take care.